Hi everyone, this is Justin Aquino of GamingTheBrain.blogspot.com. This is an introductionary video, so that you know who's writing all that crap in Gaming the Brain. Um, so let me begin. I'm Justin Aquino. I'm from the Philippines. Right now it's around 8 p.m. 8 e.m. 8 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I'm roughly 12 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Uh, I'm here in the Philippines. I am playing 5 games right now. I just got back into gaming this year after a 3 to 4 year hiatus. I've been writing about gaming since 2008. So yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, so I haven't been playing since around 2009. Yeah. So I have to thank Google Plus Hangouts specifically, Roll20, and James Austin for teaching me how to use Google Plus Hangouts and Roll20. Uh, so yeah, I am a big fan of Roll20, and I hope you guys can buy in. Yeah, I'm part of 5 games right now. Never gamed this much before. In fact, I'm meeting so many people right now, which is awesome. I'm that kind of person that's kind of curious about meeting people. So yeah. I'm playing under Mark Knight's classic traveler game titled Merchant Rising. You'll find it in um, Roll20. So I think it will be indicated there if it's an open game, but I think it is an open game. I am playing in Christian Bluin's Return to Khazad-dûm, or Reclaiming Khazad-dûm. Anyway, we're trying to reclaim Khazad-dûm, or a bunch of dwarves. That game is GURPS, using GURPS. Uh, yeah, and there is that other game I just joined, GURPS Traveler Adventure. It's titled Traveler Adventure, run by Greg Noakes. And yeah, those are 3 games I'm currently playing in. I'm running 2 GURPS games. You can figure it out. I'm a GURPS guy. Um, so I'm playing in. I'm running GURPS Modern Fantasy. It's a kitchen sim setting. So, and I'm playing fast and loose. I'm very accommodating. It's run 7 a.m. here. I wake up 5 a.m. to run this game. Yep. And it's, yeah, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. Friday nights in Eastern Standard Time. I have relatives in New Jersey, and I have a friend living also in New Jersey who's also part of the game. I'm also running a traveler game Wednesday evenings here. So that's Wednesday morning EST, 6 p.m. here, 6 a.m. there EST. Yeah, so uh, and again, it's GURPS Traveler. Um, as part of my introduction, I will give you a GM, a gaming horror story, uh, with me being the antagonist. Yeah, so basically, I got into Traveler around, can't remember, 2004, 2006, way way before I got married. And the GM who got me into Traveler has a blog. I forgot the name of the blog, but yeah, it's he's known as Spielmeister or Bobby Navarro. Hi, Bobby. So basically, he was my GM, and I kind of screwed it up by going all Munchkin-y, 'cause I'm a Munchkin. And what I did was I started um, I began by optimizing all the other player characters when it came to character creation. So used all these little loopholes and stuff, so made them pretty min-maxed. But we were kind of like a balanced party. So there were, call this, we had defense in depth, you could say. That's how it was designed. And give GM a hard time since we pretty much plowed through a lot of his encounters. And okay, that made it hard for Bobby. He had to like really have work harder to give us a challenge. So that wasn't a good thing. Then there was my taking the opportunity to learn accounting through Traveler. So I started being a little bit bossy regarding the little bit bossy, you know. Yeah, so I started trying to make ends meet, and I realized that we really were digging ourselves a financial hole, and it kind of it ruined everyone. It ruins the fun of a lot of people because we was trying to like we can't take this deal because we're losing money. We can't just do this because we're losing money. We got to make this much money by next. Who wants that in their traveler game? Yeah. So I kind of ruined everybody's fun because of my munchkining, and eventually our GM got burned out. And the last game we had, we were strong armed by a deal that went south because, of course, your deal is only as good as the people you make it with. And that was a learning experience. So is running a business that was failing was a learning experience. And despite I'm proud, you could say I'm not proud. I'm proud to say that I ruined the game, but I cannot feel sorry for ruining the game because I learned so much. I learned how it is to ruin a business, even though you try your best to make it float or make it run properly. I know how it is to throw good money after bad, why you're not supposed to be in business with friends. All these things I learned because of that game and in a safe environment, such as a game. It's kind of pissed off my GM. I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be? I'm like typical gamer nightmare, although I'm not that bad compared to those that I've heard about. But yeah, what GM wants their players to make their traveler game into a case study? So yeah, there. That kind of sums up a lot about who I am. It's kind of a telling story. So yeah, uh, I write Game in the Brain. Uh, Currently, I'm writing a lot about transhumanism. Yeah, these kinds of sci-fi enthusiasts are a very, very small minority. Yeah, I'm playing this, but I'm really a fan of Interstellar Wars because these two books are actually compatible. I'm the kind of guy who would go anal retentive when it comes to details. Yeah, so it's not really. That's why my games are kind of fast and loose these days. You know, trying to remedy. Although I do have the inclination for min maxing. Like currently, I did a loadout for the ship and all the equipment for the traveler game where I am the player because I'm also the captain. Made loadouts for the players. I also made anti-boarding pro. This is I don't want to force people with my plans. I actually like debating about plans. I like an argument, which is to some people a bad thing. What I mean by argument is in really um, an a well-passioned debate argument of what course of action to take, given the merits of each one's point of view. Not a lot of people like that. I know it's a taste. Yeah, it's a acquired taste, so I don't want to force that on anyone. So yeah, as you can figure out, I don't want to force my point of views on anyone. Although I'm curious to find out other people's point of views. You can only stand so much of yourself for so long before it just gets really, really stale. And yeah, so that's why I'm kind of curious about what other people think. And I do tend to read about, I like reading about other people who talk about hard sci-fi stuff and science stuff. I'm a big fan of Atomic Rockets, Winchell, they're awesome. And uh, yeah, so there. Hope this describes myself to you well enough so that you either stay far and away or you'll come back. Either way, I don't want to waste anyone's time. The last thing I want is to waste your time. So hopefully it's not a waste of your time. And if it's not, then yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Okay, this was very, very hard. This was my 20th take. God, how stories grow old when you have this many takes. Okay, so goodbye and enjoy your evening.